We did it! Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. Oh. All right, welcome. It is day 18, and the dancing thing is not working. Or maybe I'll just hold it. We did it! Whoop, whoop. I don't know if you can hear the music, but I also don't want to put it on that long. So we are celebrating yet another Video Vixen mission accomplished. And I am so proud of everyone. Hold on, let me get this a little bit. Everyone participated in like the best way they could. And, you know, I want everyone to participate from what they feel is the most amazing way for them to do it. And I think that happened. So give yourself a little round of applause, shake your shoulders, give a little shimmy. I also want to say this is a shirt that I'm selling, but I can't believe it hasn't been sold. So I had to wear it because it was like, and now of course I'm like, oh, I might just keep it. But if you want it, it's $50 while I find what happened to my Facebook. I lost one group. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to reveal. Oh, what's up, Agnieszka? I'm so glad to see you. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to reveal all the sneaky secrets that everybody seems to say that I have. Now, they are sneaky, but I want to explain to you, I want to reveal by moving the curtain out of the way. And this is the reason this shit is so important. So over the last 18 days, I sat with you, you sat with each other, and I took you through all these things. Now, some of you commented, "Ooh, these questions were so good," and their questions are always good. It's actually part of my human design to ask really good questions. But what you didn't realize this entire time, camera one, camera two, we were slowly opening the golden door, and you were producing meaningful memories that made you feel certain ways. And some of them had you recalibrating, some of them had you felling, and some of them were like, meh. And so that brings attention to the real priorities that may be missing in your life, that you want more of. And this is how we start to open up the golden door to the opportunities and prioritizing what is most important to you, what is fulfilling. So when I asked you questions like, what was your favorite game as a kid? You know, we were doing some inner child healing. We were looking at, did I have friends? Did I play with people? Was I left out? Did I feel a sense of belonging? So I love that everyone's joining right now. And I want to shout out, where is she? Goddess Tanya, who showed up on this scene today with her fucking magic and passion and sprinkled it in the women's group, the Enchantress Society. And it's beautiful that we're attracted to the same women, that the women are attracted to us. And so welcome. And so a lot of what we did was, you know, beginning the inner child healing of what were your birthday parties like? What did you do when it was time to get attention? This is all a part of the unconventional icon, because when we're little, we learn certain ways to cope. When people sing in your face, do you put on a fake smile or do you cower away? And so these all help create the blueprint of who we are. And the expansion starts to happen and the healing starts to happen. That's why I dislike when anybody says, oh, I'm healing myself. It's like, guess what? We're fucking multidimensional, amazing beings. And when we expand, the healing naturally happens. When you focus on the healing, guess what? There's always more fucking healing. So together, while you were sharing all of the parts and the pieces of yourselves, you were being witnessed. And this is how healing naturally fucking happens. This is why the stage is so important. Because if you go in within and you stay within and you stay hiding, no healing actually happens at the rate that it can when you're witnessed with it. And this is exactly what I do with my clients. So I'm revealing all of the secrets to you. And we've built so much momentum over these last 18 days. And what I want to be able to do is to show you how to take this momentum. Yes, goddess. Yes, wise woman, sister. Is how to take this momentum and refine your life so you can actualize more of what you've been trying to do. Whoa. Because that trying word, take it out of your fucking vocabulary. Because when you're trying to do something, there's already built-in excuses. And when you have these big dreams, you know, they often get pushed to the back burner, or they seem ridiculous, or life takes over and there's no time or space, or it's always the wrong time. And usually it's to help others or to do things for other people, and your dreams, your desires, the pleasures that you have, that you had as a kid, that feeling of nothing can stop me, sort of gets like, that's not realistic. And that sucks. So over these last 18 days, there's been a ton of momentum. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are like, I kind of want to keep going, but I kind of feel like it's a pain, or like both. Actually, Julia spoke to it. So what I'm offering next, after this mission is accomplished, you know, and I have the same feelings. I'm holding space for everybody, and I'm not really one-on-one interacting. So I'm just trusting that as a do-it-yourself kind of, you know, container that we're in, that you're able to hold yourself. And I want to speak to the people that signed up and didn't do it. 157 people have, since the origin, signed up for Video Vixen. And so many people wrote and apologized about not doing it. And I was like, listen, this is an opportunity for you. And so over the last 18 days, we've had these opportunities to dig deep into our psyche, dig deep into our hearts. And you are all who did show up so fucking available. And you all deserve to speak your voice into this world. And I'm another secret here is we are not working with the punishment model. We're not like, oh, I missed a day, now I have to punish myself, or I didn't do any of them, now I'm in trouble. You're not in trouble at all. It's a part of you witnessing and gathering information about how you operate. You know what? Some people need more hand-holding. I fucking do. Some people need more attention in order to move forward in life. When you have momentum and you're working by yourself, you have to turn your video on. You have to show up to the front of the class. You have to raise your hand and say, hey, I want to be seen. Not everybody is constructed in that way. And not everybody has an inner child that's ready to wear a sparkly shirt and show the fuck up. And that's okay. That's what I'm available for, is for people that are like, I fucking can't do it by myself, and I want to move forward, and I want to take action, and I want to actualize the things in my life that I've secretly been holding in the back room. So I'm offering a next thing, and it's a 30-day container, and this is for those of you who know now's the time, and you want to build massive momentum and create the life and your ideas and take them out of writing, out of your journals, out of your notepads, and bring them to the fucking stage. The stage is whatever. It's about magnetizing people to you, whether it's for your business, your art, or just speaking up in your relationship. So this is something you've always wanted, and maybe you've been sitting on the fence, or you're like, I'm going to try to do it by myself. I'm going to do it in the new year. And it's still fucking only the first week, but you already feel like, oh fuck, I'm back to my bullshit again. So if this is you, amazing. Don't beat yourself up, especially if you didn't show up to any of the lives, and you can still do them. Today's just the last prompt. But I want to invite you to do it at your own pace. If today is the first day you found out about it, do the fucking 18 prompts. People will watch you and get turned on and comment. We have one woman, Jessica, last time she did this, she took a year. She took like 4 months off, 5 months. Now, I don't know what her internal talk was about it, but I think it was cool. I think we all have different processes, and there's not one way to reach the finish line. We're not linear, folks. We're not like, I do this, then I get there. No, we're like, blah, blah, blah. So this is something I've helped clients do, is actualize the stuff that's been in their head for years, and they want to like bring to life. You've seen some of those people. I've interviewed some of them. You can talk to them. You can ask them that sometimes it is uncomfortable. It is awkward. But I am available only for those who also want to take action. And during this 30-day container of momentum, that's what it's called, you're going to uncover your actionable steps. And that's how you bring shit to life. And you've spent 18 days doing this process with me. And it's been convenient. It's been inconvenient. And there's so many layers. And one layer after the next is where you've come to find the root. You've uncovered so much of yourselves. You've strutted the stage. You've invited in your inner child, whether you knew it or not. You've planted some seeds for the future. Everybody's done this. You've all spoken to what your desires are, what your passions are, what gets you moving. You've even done some commercials if you did that. And so now we're at the root. We're at the place where everything is ready. And it's really time to keep this momentum going. All big projects, all big ideas, all dreams start with one action, one decision to take that action. You're only one decision away. And so I want you to just right now in your brain, think about like, what are you most excited about? What have you been saying like, oh, I wish I could do that. If I have time, when I have money, like all that very like mundane, everyday stuff that is important. But that's not how we as wise people operate. We're in touch with the divine. All men, all women that are connected to me have some magic. This is not the like regular, like what? This is a coven for men and women and for women. I'm speaking to both groups in case you didn't know. Oh, Hazel wants an interview. Tell me more about that, Hazel. What kind of interview? First of all, I do want to keep encouraging you to have a YouTube channel. You're amazing. You remind me of Shelley Duvall in the fucking fairy tale theater, and I really want to hear you tell fairy tales. I even picture you, and I do not condone cigarette smoking, but I can see you with that long cigarette or maybe a pointer or something, laughing at yourself, sharing stories. I'm here to help you be visible. Whatever you are, yes, can you picture it? I am hoping that you take me up on this momentum offer because you've all put in the work. And when you put in the work, it's not that you deserve the next step. Are you willing to accept that you already have it? It's already yours. And we've learned how to get in our own way, and I totally get it. That's why I love working with overthinkers. I'm an overthinker. I'm checking on Mr. Cooper down there. And so my invitation to you stands, and all I'm inviting you into is a phone call, a Zoom call. Once we get on that, we can hear if this is the right time for you, and if you're going to show up with lots of excuses and sort of in your limited place, that is totally okay. I have bigger containers for those of you who are like, meh, a little stuck. But momentum is like, I'm so sick of being in my own fucking way. And it's time to grow. It's time to boom. Yes, goddess. Oh, that excites me. And this is who the kind of people that show up, like this powerful woman. This means you've been in the world a while. This isn't like your first rodeo. And the truth is, we all need, you know that image when people just keep helping each other up? Like I have people helping me up. And so it's time to let out your iconic self, even bigger than you can imagine, because we're always at an edge, and the edge keeps on moving and growing and pushing. And one of the big things I do with my clients is connect them back to the joy, back to the expansiveness of a child who's like, oh, Mommy, Daddy, I want to fly. And they actually fucking believe it. It's unreal to be around a child who wants to fly. And the mommy and daddy says, sure, you can fly. And the child's like, okay. And that's it. It's that simple. And it takes energy. We can't do it alone. If you do it alone, the voices, the inner critic will show up and be like, okay, it's time to be realistic. Who's paying your rent in 2 days? You know, shit like that. Oh, you have to transfer money out of your savings account. Oh, you have to sell your bed. Like, who's going to get through that shit? So there is a risk involved. And when there's a risk involved, there needs to be that divine mother, the divine father who's like, I love you regardless, and you deserve everything you want. And it feels like shit right now, but you will get past it if you continue to believe in yourself. It's not that simple, but it is that easy. So this is the last day of the prompts, but you have access to all 18 prompts. Use them. And maybe you're like, Shane, I'm not ready to get on video. Great. Take the prompts to your fucking journal. Take them to your conversations with your accountabilities. Oh my goodness. I love it. What's up? I didn't see all these comments. Yeah, the nail file is like here. It's my magic wand right now. I have lots of very queer, quirky things around. So I think this is the best invitation you're going to get all day, all week, because I know what I bring to the table. Like, I think about, when I talk to my own business strategist, she's like, what have your clients done? And I'll speak about Mindy, who's right now in pre-publishing mode for her book. I'll talk about Rachel, a woman who I worked with that was like, I want to have a one-woman show. And she fucking came up with so many excuses of why now wasn't the right time. And guess what? She had like medical stuff, family stuff, traveling stuff, like tons of shit. And guess what? Her fucking show went on in New York City the week before the pandemic lockdown. If she would have postponed it, it never would have fucking happened. Okay? I want to talk about Heather, the goddess, the frequency fairy, who created an event which did not happen, but instead, along the lines, not even instead, in addition to, she set it up. She had the experience of negotiating, planning, conversations, contracts, agreements, had to shut it down. So did she give up in life? No. She went on a couple of years later and created a book, a cosmic co-play book. Who else comes to mind? This woman, Peggy, wanted a YouTube channel. This woman, self-development junkie, always getting ready to get ready. And now she has a YouTube channel. I'm not sure if she's added anything to it, but she has the channel. She's published a bunch of stuff on it. Okay, I have another guy, Jay. He called me. He's like, Shane, I don't want to get out of bed. I'm in a relationship. I could stay. I could leave. I hate my job, blah, blah, blah. This motherfucker, amazing, ended up being in major community, moved across the country, speaks amazing with his girlfriend, has a community of artists, is making art, and is like traveling around his local neighborhood, connecting with people. So I help people get their dreams actualized, and it could be a fucking dinner party, right? This is about your actualization. I don't have an agenda of what it is. I do have a lot of ideas, but a lot of the times what I'm doing is helping you retrain how you listen to yourself, how you dress yourself. If you show up in your sweatpants because it's more comfortable, guess what? You're going to forget your power. If you show up and you put on your feather fucking earring and your snakeskin boots, even though it's Sunday in the daytime, you will have a different execution of your dreams, of what you're going to say. So momentum is here for you. I'm going to schedule a call with you, Tanya. I'm super fucking excited about you. Turned me on so much today. If you haven't watched that video, it's in the Enchantress Society. Go watch Tanya K. How do you say your last name? Villar? I love those XYZ letters. All right, now I'm looking. Life is a continuous problem. Gregory. No way. You better take those words back. Life is a continuous bunch of interesting scenarios. Change it to that. Okay. So, 18 prompts are there for your pleasure. If you signed up and you didn't do them, I encourage you to do something with them. They are life-changing. They are no mistake, even though I think of them differently every mission. They're based on inner child, presence, and the wise person in you. And some inner teenager stuff, but we won't split them up for now. So I want to congratulate everybody for finding me in this little pocket, in this little corner of the Enchantress world, the enchanted world. I'm I'm so happy to be wearing this shirt, which is may end up just in my closet. By the way, it's a fucking small. So you just have to know, like, when things are sized, they're all wrong. Anyway, 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad you're all here. I'm so glad to meet you. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. And if you want a momentum call, send me a fucking DM. And don't wait, because waiting, ooh, what is it, Mindy? What is the thing I say? Like, waiters never win. Waiters never win. If you take time to think about this, you're not an action taker. And maybe you're not for me. You could hang around. I have the enchanted blueprints. It's like, a beautiful process that wakes you up in the morning and puts you to bed at night. Stay in all my free shit. I love you. I love when you stay in the free shit. But if you're ready to take action, do not fucking wait. Send me a DM and let's get on a call. And that doesn't mean anything. There's no commitment there. It's a free call. We get to find out if it's a good fit. What are you wanting? What are you wanting? 30 days in fucking connection with me. Okay, everybody. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. This circle is never broken, but for now it is closed. Stay tuned for some trainings that are coming up. I'm super excited. They are going to be live. You can tune in live and then you can watch them on the replay. And that's all, folks. It's always hard for me to say goodbye. But have a beautiful rest of your day, a rest of your evening whenever you watch this. If you watch it on the replay, please do. And stay tuned for the closing ceremony. Although this feels like it's it. Let's see how that pans out. All right, everyone. Bye.